Toy Story 5 is the first film in the franchise where the villains are the parents of a child, and this is an idea that the film lays out pretty clearly but is unwilling to chase down and really hammer home out of fear of alienating the aging parts of the target demographic whose nostalgia it relies upon. That being said, I like this movie, think it's very solid, think it's better than Toy Story 4, and I think it has something to say. I'll get to my positives in a minute. Perhaps the heaviest overall film in the franchise. I think there are the least jokes in this movie. It's really focused on Bonnie being unable to socialize, unable to make friends, and unable to express herself. Bonnie is a kid with a big personality, a big imagination, but she's just not clicking with the kids in her neighborhood, so her parents' response is to get her a lily pad. The film depicts the lily pad, who's voiced by Greta Lee, who did a very nice job, as the antagonistic force in the film. Later on, there's a sequence where basically Bonnie receives some cruelty from her classmates through the pad in their chat. They're mocking her desire to play with her toys, etc., and the pad is held responsible. And Jessie even says, "You did this, but you can help us fix it." Might say that Bonnie's friends make up the villainous force in the film, but kids will be dickheads. All three of them probably have terrible parents as well. Villains in this film are the people allowing the small child to have the iPad next to their bed, to have an iPad in their room, to allow the child to be on the device as much as they would like. It's what parents do when they don't actually want to parent their child. When they are lazy, they throw their child in front of a computer or a phone or a laptop for hours on end, don't check on them, and they do what they want to do while that happens. One can't really go after the parents, right? It wants to be safe, doesn't want to offend any parents that might be watching that might use devices to pacify their children in this way. With that being said, I think because the film is gentle, this is a film that will hopefully inspire conversations within families, whether it be the kid talking to the parents talking to the kid about the effect technology might have on them, about their relationships with their friends, about how they're feeling. From a storytelling perspective, it really works by telling the story of Jessie and her companion Bullseye. I think Jessie is arguably the best character the franchise has to work with. And Woody are largely sidelined in this film. I really don't care. I don't find Woody to be a very likable character. I think Buzz is okay, but I don't mind that Jessie gets a chance to shine here because I think she has the most depth to her. She is the perfect character to base this film upon because she's already seen a child age up and forget her, and we talk about technology in this film as being something that is essentially aging children, that is making them lose their wonder, lose their desire to play, and makes the story hit really hard for Jessie, who does really care about Bonnie. There's an emotional moment in this film with her that's one of the most emotional moments in the entire franchise. The other toys are largely sidelined. I really don't care. I don't need iconography shoved down my throat and nostalgia. I want an actual story that connects and has something to say. To lighten up the film a little bit, there's some sequences with this army of Buzz Lightyears that I really enjoyed. Randy Newman did the score for this. Some of the best musical work is in these sequences. Fresh animation style, and they're actually showcasing the kids playing, and they're bringing their play to life, which I loved. Cusack does the best voice acting in the film, in my opinion, followed closely by Conan O'Brien as Smarty Pants. These other toys brought a little bit of levity to a film that is pretty heavy and does have something to say. That being said, I think Toy Story 5 is pretty safe but pretty damn solid. For a longer breakdown of the film, new episode of Goodwill Podcasting is now live. We were joined by Stone. It was a great conversation. I hope you enjoy.